Hello and welcome to another stream. Here we are in a rather dark looking London Luton airport, where it looks like it hasn't rained yet, but I'm 45 minutes in that direction and it has just started raining, so we'll be planning for a wet departure today. We're going to take the EZY Kilo Fox down to the Channel Islands, to the island of Jersey. Short runway there. So it's always interesting landing and departing in Jersey. I can see some of the rain showers there in the distance. So we're in the Fenix A320. Got the CFM engines, and I'm going to jump in and check out the flight plan and get loaded up. Okay, got big safety checks. Okay. Flaps are up, engine masters are off, gear levers down. I don't need the flight plan there, our first officer hasn't shown up. And we can get the batteries on, voltages are good. Get those fired up. While the warning computer's coming online, we'll get the flight plan on the way as well. Echo Golf Golf Whiskey to Echo Golf Juliet Juliet. So planning for 116, so reasonably light load. 2.8 tons of fuel, 2.9. Sorry, that's 2.9 of cargo and 5.2 on the fuel. And we'll get GSX to load that up. Okay, let's get the FMC sorted. Nav database is in date. Let's put in the flight plan. So the Airbus cockpit coach
bus is coming.
Computer has just been in for an overhaul. It's had a new SSD, a high performance one installed, crucial.
On board our EasyJet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items.
Going to see how that performs today.
These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag,
Okay, here's that flight plan.
Let
me turn the set that down a little bit.
Clear, enabling all remaining customers to
Right, so on the flight plan,
can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoke.
cruising altitude 210 minus 27, cost index standard, EasyJet 4. What's temperature? Minus 27 on the temperature. That's in, and oh, we need to get our ISS aligned. It's on. Get the rest of the flow done. Cockpit voice for order check. We oxygen supply, we test the bells, nav lights are no smoking, auto emergency exit lights armed. So we can do a low pack flow, so anything under 130 passengers, we'll use a low pack flow. Temperature 14. Shorts and t-shirt weather here in the UK. Proper pulse today. Let's have a look. 32,544. Not really a factor for today's flight. We're in the winds. And we're planning runway 7 departure. Rodney 1 Charlie. And a Lelna 1 Juliet for runway 26 in Jersey. A distance of 207 miles. So let's get that in. Departure 07. Rodney 1 Charlie. Jersey arrival. ILS 26. Lelna 1 Juliet. Inserted. Let's just calculate the distance on that. 203, spot on. Oh, sorry, 207 there, so it's within 10 mile tolerance. No further investigation needed on that one, and we'll copy that to the secondary. Alternate fuel today is 2 tons, which are coming to Manchester of all places, so that's probably weather based, but it's quite a long way to go. Unusual alternate, but yep. For Jersey anyway. So we've got the 2 tons in there. Let's dim these screens a bit. That time of day we need to make a few adjustments to lighting. Oh, and just started raining here. Very realistic. So yeah, that's pretty real world. It's just started raining up the road as well. Okay, let's have a look. What's going on with the weather? Jersey 210 at 16, so it's a little bit windier down there. QNH 1001 and our alternate at Manchester. It's looking pretty good, light winds, good visibility. And Luton 140 at 9 knots. QNH, I think 1000 there. Let's bring in the latest. 120 at 10 knots. Visibility is 8,000 metres, light rain showers. View at 2,600. View layers there, but towering cumulus clouds, rather dangerous to aviation. 13 degrees, and the QNH 1000 will get set. $1,000 checked once, twice, and 3 times. Check our departure routing. Rodney 1 Charlie. So we're going to be taking off 07, so we're going to be coming round. Stop climb of 5,000 feet on the departure, and standard speed restriction of 250 below 100, like level 100. So we'll get 5,000 in. I should be using the mini FCU for this. There we go. 5,000 bit of mini FCU action. Check it's still working after all the mods have been doing.
Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first.
Simon, this one was planned by Virtual Easy, so yeah, I wouldn't have selected Manchester. However, it's quite a long way to Manchester. So, but hey, it's all extra fuel. Rather than change it, I'll run with that.
Your seatbelt can now be fastened, ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Preliminary load of sheets. Expecting a takeoff weight of 60.9 tons there, so we're going to be below maximum landing weight, so any issues we can come back straight back round. Should we have an urgent issue like a fire? Although weather is deteriorating here slightly, but it's well within limitations. Let's see how boarding is going. Get in there on the passengers, yeah, and the fuel is on, so we can get the pumps on. Start the APU now. See the signs on. Passengers hurrying along, getting a bit underdressed for the weather here in Luton. Oh, we got some fancy air stairs though today. Can't probably see those. Raining in Weston-super-Mare as well. Okay. It's been pretty good all day. It's in the Luton area actually. It's only just now it's taking a turn for the worse. Glad the winds have died down a bit though. Some exciting weather in the UK over the last few hours. 24 hours or so. Pilots have been earning their money.
Passengers bus is coming.
It's getting the last of the passengers on board, and we'll get underway. In terms of kit I'm using, I've got the Thrustmaster yoke, throttle, mini FCU, Tobii eye tracker. Ultra wide 4K monitor, so a pretty good setup here. Just testing out this new hard SSD, a new fast one we've put in after a few issues recently. So see how this goes. It's almost a bit of a test flight. I said in the community chat the other day, I'm glad the Airbus computers are more reliable than Windows.
Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free, and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin,
Okay, we got the IRSs aligned.
to help us ensure a prompt departure,
Have a quick scan through all the routes.
clear, enabling all remaining
Make sure we've got no
your seatbelt can now be fastened ready.
strange.
This is a no smoking service.
That's one that needs altering there, so it's bringing us straight into Jersey. I'd rather come into the approach fix. That's what I want. Excellent. Just wait for that last passenger to sit down. Okay, boarded.
We will shortly be closing the doors, so please complete any final calls or messages. Electronic devices may be used at all
5.2 tons, 5.2 tons, cross-checked and balanced.
safely stowed for takeoff. If you become aware of any electronic device being damaged or overheating,
Let's send that
forward
in.
immediately.
We'll do our departure performance. It's runway 07, we are wet. We'll let it decide what it thinks first in terms of a thrust reduction. Okay, we can flex to 53, flaps 1, down 2 on the trim, 118, 135, 135. Send that over. Sensible. Just adjust this to EasyJet standard, thrust reduction and acceleration altitudes. I'll keep 1500 in there. Excellent. Let's get pushed back.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Doors closed. Very nose right, tail left for runway 07. What do you want me to do? Pushback. What's going on here? Come on, GSX. It's not a good idea, a good time for GSX to fail when he's just put your nose deer pin in. Does limit your options slightly. Okay, GSX is, seems to put me down. Is he having another go? Oh, I thought we were ready a little while ago. Right, get on with it, please. QTO was fine, Simon. I just have checked that. But that's the first time that one's happened to me, though. It's sort of restarted itself.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
GSX is great when it works, but it can frustrate you sometimes. But it's coming on. It's coming on. Okay, beacons on. got the bleed. Throttles are idle.
Locking gear.
Transponders to norm. Standby, sorry. Right, nose right, tail left. Standing there again, isn't he? I think I'm going to interrupt the pushback and do a manual push. Please take my nose wheel steering pin out. While we're waiting, we'll just double check the conditions here. QNH still 1000, still 13 on the temperature, so we've got no performance changes. Come on, put me down, please. Double check the QTEL again. That's just had a complete reinstall today, GSX, so I'll tell you what, I wonder if I can... He's left my pin in, hasn't he?
Release parking brakes, please.
Right, manually. I think I know what that is. It's the ground power unit. I'll play around with that later. Right, start. Just that one. And 2 rise. Ignition A. At least it's taken my pin out. That's the main thing.
My name is Norman. It's my pleasure to introduce the rest of the crew today. Working with me at the front, we have shortly at the centre, we have Carl, and working very hard at the back today, we have John. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for your comfort, but primarily for your safety.
It's a good start on engine 1. Engine number 2 start.
Require the 2 minutes of your time, but most importantly, your attention, whilst we take you through the safety procedures of this aircraft, an Airbus A320. Thank you.
Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you.
Engine 2 available.
Lighting will guide you to an exit.
Start mode selected normal.
Leave all baggage on board.
IP off. Strobes armed.
Fasten,
Any terrain here?
adjusted, and release as shown.
Right, got the screen on.
Seatbelt sign
Reset flaps 1.
we recommend
Well, I'll do TARA out there.
at all times. The air supply fails, masks
Flight controls, so we're down 2 on the trim.
towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and
Rudder
mouth.
checks. Full right. Neutral.
Hold the mask
Full
in
left.
place with strap
Neutral.
pull on each side to adjust.
Full down.
Your own mask before helping.
Full up.
If we land on water,
All
take a
left.
life jacket from under your seat.
All
Remove
right.
from the pouch and put
Neutral.
over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and clip together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside,
And
inflate
taxi.
it by pulling the toggle. If you fail
Let's
to
get
do
the
so,
AVI tracker sorted.
blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jacket.
Off.
Your tray table must now
Rate check,
low,
pressure 0
down, windows
on the alternate
open,
system.
and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
We've got the Thrustmaster pedals as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll shortly be dimming the cabin lights. This is normal procedure when flying in the hours of darkness. You'll find the switch for your individual heating light in the panel above your
So no
head
changes
or
to
in your
performance. Engine out procedure will go straight to 25 miles and enter a hold. Evaluate what we're doing to do, otherwise we'll come straight back in for a serious failure right round the circuit and in. Departures, 121 Charlie as briefed, no changes to that, stop climb 5000. And V speeds, you got V1118, V2 V rotate 135 and V2 135. Drop the landing lights out, but not on. Clear left side. Going full length today.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
Hello, it's Nolan. Let's see cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. See you in the cruise. Okay, approach is clear, nothing on TCAS. Let's get lined up. Oh, click spots. It's the one thing with the ToLiss tracker, click spots are a little bit harder. Packs off. We are TAR8. Towards some rather grim looking clouds there. Okay. Take off. What was 50%? Offside sit down. EGT stable. Let's go. Manflex 53. SRS runway. Auto thrust blue. Some amount of left rudder going in. 100 knots. B1. And rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Climb, thrust climb, climb. Gonna pull speed at 180 on the mini FCU just for this turn. It's quite a steep turn, sharp turn. Pack 2. Holding flaps 1 while we keep the speed down for that turn.
Are located at each end of the cabin. Smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes the cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you a chance to focus from a selection of fresh food.
Yep, there's certainly some mean-looking towering cumulus cloud up there.
You can also purchase a selection of hot weather together with drinks and snacks on board. We accept payment from passports, first major currencies and individual credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if you need any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Okay, I'm going to push speed now. Accelerate. Plus 12. There's a little bit of moisture in the air, but let's get flaps up. Accelerating to 250. Disarms ground spoilers. Quite light, so it's quite a fast acceleration. Just coming back up alongside the airport. There's Luton over there. Holding down because of altitude constraints. We can model now new clearance. EZ59 Kilo Fox, climb flight level 100. Climb flight level 100, EZ59 Kilo Fox. Fast climb, open climb, flight level 100 blue. 1000 blue, we pull standard. Sound across checked 3 times, passing 4-5. Checked. Temperature's increased a lot here. It's plus 14. EZ59 Kilo Foxtrot, climb flight level 210. Climb flight level 210, EZ59 Kilo Foxtrot. 210 in the mini FCU, 210 blue on the PFD. No, Simon, managed speed would take you to 250 knots in that instance. That was our first speed constraint. Icing conditions, temperature plus 7, engine clouds, engine anti-ice on. Passing 100. I'll keep the seatbelts on for a moment. We'll get out of these clouds looking a bit mean. Zero out the cloth centre now. So we get to cruise. This is our best rate of climb. Our best rate, most economical rate. Entering some pretty heavy rain, this cloud. I'm going to go to engine mode, select to ignition. Engine mode select to normal. I'll keep the engine anti-ice on. Sounds like a level off. There we go. Speed up start 210. Before we spool back too much to get the cost centre 4 back in for the cruise. I will take the seatbelts off now. Still in the tops there. Speed out cruise. And landing weight today is 59. And where are we? 60. It's always worst case, a little bit more worst case than how many is? We've got 60 in. Medium auto brake max reverse. Flaps full landing. Seems very bright, that display. I'll change it to there we go. Maybe night charts might be better. Let's have a look. So that's London Luton I'm looking at. I thought that looks a bit... Let's get the right one up for a start. Platform altitude of 2,000 feet. On course 236. Missed approach altitude 3,000. 3-degree glide path. Decision altitude of 620 feet. Alright. See what the weather's doing there. So we've got, oh blimey, B30 at 19, gusting 31. That's going to be an interesting landing. So we'll need all that alternate fuel after all. So calculate that 1002, 11 degrees. 002 set. So at the moment that gives us a crosswind of 12 knots and headwind of 14 on runway 26 at Jersey. It's a little bit spicy, particularly on a short runway. Ice not detected, but real world SOPs, you would still keep the engine RTOs on in these conditions. In the turn for Southampton. Still have to see the heavy rain showers there ahead. I'm going to use a higher speed. Let's put 300 in the mini FCU. We could make that 320. 320 going in the mini FCU. Nice, and I got good acceleration at this altitude. So just approaching Southampton. It's too much to see outside. Layers of cloud. Heavy showers. putting in a 30-mile radius around the airport. The rule of thumb, and there's our line, our 30-mile line. We're at 30 miles, 250 knots at flight level 100. You can pretty much shoot any approach to the airport. So I'm actually going to program in, so I've got angler right on the 30-mile mark. At the moment we're going to be there at 12,100. I'm going to hardwire that to be flight level 100. Descent management can actually be quite tricky into Jersey because of some of the restrictions that allow you a great deal of time to get down. You can see top of descent's coming up in about 45 miles. Very nicely modelled sunset with the clouds and showers. Very nicely done there by Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are running real world failures, random real world realism. About altitude is what we'd expect. Simon, referring to my poll there in the community chat, yeah, in terms of what you'd like to see. Happy to do more of all of them, to be honest. I quite often drop short videos out, but now I've got the PC sorted. Apart from GSX, a few bugs there, but I've got the new hard disk in there, seems to be running pretty well. Get some more of these live streams going, and I'll make a few more. I quite like doing the emergency scenario videos, just running through some of the real world stops in abnormal situations. That's quite fun to do. Quite a good reminder for myself as well. So yeah, I'll be making more of all three, Simon, so thank you for that. Okay, 20 miles to top of descent. Some nice colours, but not a lot to... It's a nice clouds, look out on that side, look. That's a pretty... that's a nice view. Yeah, happy to do a few abnormals. Keep it interesting. I've been flying the Phoenix, seeing it coming along now for a year. It has given me probably 3 or 4 failures in that time. Had hydraulic failures 3 times on different systems. Which would I say is realistic? Yeah, it's probably not far off real world in terms of the failures you'd expect. So those niggles. You quite often get a spurious amber caution. By the time you look at the cam, it's gone. It clears itself. You get that all the time. Just keeps you on your toes when you're flying around. You get that noise. Get the noise, the ding. Yeah. By the time you look at the cam, it's disappeared. Never know what it was. But computers doing their things. Constraints on for top of descent. Less restriction, there's flight level 100 at Anglo, which is our restriction. Gives us a good okay, getting flight level 100 into the mini FCU. I'm going to push. It will take us down initially. Descent. It will take us down initially around about 1,000 feet, unless we just hit the descent profile. But if you go engage, manage descent before that, it will descend at 1,000 feet until it picks up the profile. I have the terrain radar on my side as well. Just make it a bit fainter. Doesn't clutter the screen up. Can take engine anti-ice off now. Cleared up a bit here. Manage speed for descent as well. So push this knob for manage speed. Fast idle. Descent. Use the spoilers to bring us back onto profile. See the spoilers going up here. When you've got autopilot on, you'll only ever get 40% deflection on the spoilers. So when you see the aircraft land, obviously they're a lot higher, but the autopilot on the Airbus A320, your only maximum is 40% deflection on the spoilers. Slightly high on profile here, so look at our progress. 518 feet above. Miles to run to 0.26. That's our profile coming back in. Stow the speed brakes. Level 100 blue. Easy ups, 32 minutes late. It's GSX, blame GSX for that. So that's one for missed approach. Coming straight ahead at 3,000 feet, turn left onto a heading of 180, then as directed, maximum 210 knots. .3,000, manual track 180. Yeah, that checks. 210 in there as well, so that's programmed as well. Just the coast of France there. Ah, nice bit of sunshine. It's much nicer down here. See how that wind's doing, because it's looks nice, but I've got a feeling it's not going to be that nice in terms of landing conditions. We've lost the gusts. It was gusting. What was it? 3-4. Right, but still 220 at 19. 100 210 degrees. 100 211. So let's change that. 10. 220 at 19. Still 12 knots of crosswind. So that could be a little spicy at Jersey. .5,600 feet runway. Coming in 26. I doubt we'll get echo with this crosswind, so it will be delta. We'll taxi to the end. We usually take stands both sides, to be honest with you. Usually one of the first, or any of these along the top here on this side we take. Approaching flight level 100, EZY 59 Kilo Fox, continue this descent to flight level, altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1002. Descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1002, EZY 59 Kilo Foxtrot. So, 5,000 in my mini FCU, is in the FCU. We've got 10,000 altitude constraint. Actually, I should actually keep in that situation standard on until we pass angler, a restriction there, and once we get 5,000 on the PFD, we'll select the local pressure setting of 1002. Passing flight level 100, so we'll get the seat belts on now. Drop the landing lights. In the right turn. And 50 blue, so make that 5,000 blue now. QNH 1002, cross check 3 times. I'm going to go open descent, thrust idle open descent. The chest space, see you after the computer spec there. Streamlabs bot hasn't replied to you. So we're running a 4070 Ti on an i9 processor. So I just put the new Crucial fast SSD in, which is definitely making a difference. Very nice in temperature, a bit of cloud coming up. India Delta Delta 1103. India Delta Delta 1103 cross checked. ILS in inbound course 263, but 262 on there. It's a bit of a flight simism, but we'll take that. I'm not sure how the flight sim runways are aligned, so I'm sure I can deal with 1 degree. Right, send altitude 4,000 feet. 4,000 blue. So I'm going to pull vertical speed now. A little bit slower. We're going to put our platform altitude of 2,000 in. Let's get there. Just before we need a bit of slowdown time, so we're still doing 250 knots. We need to bear in mind the distance required to slow down. More efficient to get down quickly and level off rather than fly a slow descent in this case. It's too hard to manage. Trying to reduce the speed in the descent. Just adjusting the vertical speed. It's got 1,000 feet a minute. Jersey's coming up on the horizon there. The lights of Jersey. A window. Runway's over on the west side over here somewhere. Bit of chop on the sea there, so verifies the wind forecast. When do I normally activate approach phase, Simon? Normally, once I reduce to, let's say, we've got a speed restriction in here, for example. Say we had to be somewhere around here at 220 knots on the FMC. I would probably pull speed after that and then activate the approach phase. I mean, I could pull speed now and do it that way. Activate approach phase now. It all depends on your approach. Some of it will automatically activate, so probably over this descent point here it'll probably automatically trigger the approach phase as well.
2,500.
Check. Varies, Simon, in answer to your question. There's a few gotchas, so sometimes if you don't activate it and you've got a restriction, you come out of it and you'll start increasing to standard speed and bust your restrictions. So it has put us into approach phase there automatically on the magenta D for deceleration. Alt star approaching 2,000, so we're going to come back on the speed now. So because we've gone into approach phase, we're going to come back to green dot speed pretty quickly. We've allowed that extra room there to decelerate. As soon as we get 10 knots below the flap limitation, we can go flaps 1. Speed checks flaps 1. I'll take us down to S speed now. That'll be a nice speed for that final turn. I could make that intercept angle a bit nicer. It's pull heading. Let's come over here and we'll arm the approach. Autopilot 1 and 2 Cat 3 dual, heading. Let's go heading 195. That wind is actually working against us there, isn't it? So let's increase that 205. Gives us a better angle. So maintaining our speed, we're looking good. 2000. Runway's in sight there, over on the right. I'm going to go flaps 2 and decrease to 180 knots. Speed checks. Flaps 2. Will speed 180. We'll bring it back now to 160. So we're only 8 miles out, it's quite a short approach. Lock star. Yep, 7 miles out. Gonna drop the gear. Gear down, spoilers armed. I'm doing this on my peripheral controls, by the way. Clicks once. Coming through. Seats for landing, please. Okay, the glide slope's coming in. Flaps 3. Glide slope star. I need speed. Glide slope capture. Missed approach altitude 3000 set. And flaps full. Speed checks flap full. So crosswind, left of nose. We've got a reasonable crab angle on. If you look down here, the difference between the track and so the yellow is where the nose is facing.
1000.
Check. And the green is that track over the ground. Autopilot's coming out. My control. Cat 1. Whites, 2 reds on the mappies.
100 above. Minimum
Continue. I'm gonna get a glide slope. This is wouldn't be a glide slope warning in real life. To be honest, it would be
Glide slope.
yeah. So Microsoft simism.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Run profile.
40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Manual braking. Reverse full decel. 70 knots. Welcome to Jersey. Wait till we're off the runway before making any configuration changes. Did make the was it echo? Okay, landing lights, strobes, that. Flaps up. Stow the spoilers. Let's get the Toby eye tracker on. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your EasyJet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or EasyJet app.
Looks like we've got some people over here on stand 3, so we'll take that one, shall we? Brake sets. Just need a bit more engine cool down time if we can cut the engines. Okay, should be fine. Engine 1 and 2 off. Block time of 53 minutes there. Just wait for the N2s to be below 20% before we take the beacon light off for the ground crew. Seatbelts can come off. Get external power in. Safe to approach the aircraft. Beacon light off. T-board. And there we have it. Arrival into Jersey. Hope you enjoy that. So it was reasonable amount of rudder required on the runway at Jersey there on the final on the rollout of the runway. It wasn't too bad on the actual approach. As you saw the crab angle there, though, it was a factor. So with Jersey, we'd always try to get down, land firm, plant the aircraft down, and decelerate. It's not the longest runway in the world. We are quite light today, so you know, it's if we had any more load, it would be 116 passengers. You know, we could be up to 170, 100 plus. So make all that difference. I enjoyed that. It's always nice to do a short Jersey hop. Try and get another one in tomorrow. I am looking to do share cockpit flights as well and talk people through standard operating procedures on the Airbus A320 series aircraft, Airbus series. So available for that as well. Thank you, Simon. Thanks for joining today. Thanks for all those in the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Helps the YouTube algorithms do their thing, and it helps the channel grow. Any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Keep an eye on the community posts as well on the channel. Often post there, but looking forward to doing it all again, hopefully tomorrow. Have a good evening.